Yeah, Lauren and Amanda, good afternoon. Here's what the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation tells us. They say they arrested 2 juveniles who are responsible for starting the wildfires that killed 14 people, injured more than 80, and destroyed thousands of structures. Now, those 2 juveniles are being held in the Sevier County Detention Center. They have been charged with aggravated arson, but the District Attorney General, James Dunn, says that more charges could be brought against them.
Yeah, let's go back to that announcement today and hear from a chief park ranger as well as the District Attorney General.
I also want to thank everyone who responded to the National Park Service tip line. The public was critical in responding to that tip line and giving the investigators something to work with.
As a result of the local, state, and federal agencies working together, we are pleased to announce that 2 people have now been charged for their role in starting the fires.
There weren't a lot of questions. We had a lot of questions, but a lot of things, Donovan, you were in there too, were not revealed. And I asked Attorney General Dunn if the juveniles were suspects all along. He said, I can't comment on that. He couldn't comment on the age, couldn't comment if they're male or female, or the circumstances as to how they were picked up or how they were found. So still a lot of questions out there, but we did get some answers about what is next.
Yeah, here's what's next, Alan. As you mentioned, within 72 hours, the 2 juveniles will appear before a judge, and that judge will determine if they will face bond, if there's going to be any bond at all, or if they're going to be released. But we'll continue to update you on our broadcast and online as we learn more information. For now, reporting in Sevier County, Donovan Long.
For Alan Williams, back to you all.
And Donovan, I have one question for you, and one question that a lot of people want to know, and I'm not sure you got the answer to this, but they want to know, how were these fires started? Did they go into that at all?
Yeah, and Alan, the question people at home want to know, do they have any information, officials have any information on how the fire started at all? And they didn't mention that in the press conference at all.
They did not. We've heard rumors in the media quite a bit about how these things started, but nothing that they would release. We ask a lot of questions, but they just said no comment. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. But I think those questions are going to be answered in the coming weeks.
Yes.
And guys, before we let you go, early on in this investigation, officials told us, look, we know that this fire was indeed started by a person, but at that point they weren't able to say whether it was accidental or intentional. Did they give any sort of idea whether they were closer to making that determination today?
They didn't give any information on that. You know, the question was, Alan, if it was accidental or on purpose. There's been a lot of rumors, as Alan mentioned, on how it started, why it started, but officials do not want to compromise the investigation, and so therefore they did not release any information that would satisfy your question, the answer to your question.
All right. Thanks, guys.